the thing, we're doing the thing, we're doing the thing. We are doing the thing. I am curious if this mic is actually functioning at all. I can double check it in a simple way. Let's see. Are we there? Are we there? Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hello.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay.
That's really loud. Hey Bonsai.
Okay. That's really loud. Hey, Bonsai.
Why is it so loud?
That's really loud. Hey, Bonsai. Why is it so loud?
It's also a lot of noise canceling. We'll sort this out. How you doing? Wonder why it's not letting me adjust those audio settings. Because those are kind of crunchy. The audio is horrible. Hold on. I think we're just gonna have to go like this. See if this improves at all. The audio is totally fried. Totally. I don't know what it is. Let's see what this sounds like now. What in the world? Just good? Cool. That's fine. I'll take softer over whatever that was. Oh, everyone's all right. Welcome in, one, welcome all. We're back. Oh, thanks. It's been generally overall totally fine. I will say from a family standpoint, I mean, it's nothing with my kids or any of that, so that's great. But in terms of the greater family, it's still, we're still dealing with stuff. Still dealing with stuff, so it's a little crazy still. But I'm gonna try to commit to do more live streaming, more content on the channel. I know I stopped a little bit for a second. That's just because I ran out of stuff. Because I was kind of busy, again, dealing with a bunch of personal stuff. But I would say, Zendoka, to answer your question, we're in a good spot. 22 of you. Don't be shy. Pop on in the chat. Say things. Talk through things. How's life? Thanks, Indoka. At some point, maybe write a book about it. I'm just gonna play all the major 7th chords. How about that? Appreciate it, Zemdoka. There we go. 1 pre-sale. I'm already on my way. We got 25 people in here. We got Chaz, who said sparkles. Appreciate it. I like the sparkles. Here we go. I'm just gonna jam out on this for a bit. Let's go. Let's keep going. That deserves a 4 chord. Of course. Back to 1. And then down to 6. Guys, don't be shy. Back to the 4. Thanks, Indoka. Let's pin that. Any burning piano questions? Any burning music questions? I'm just gonna go back to grooving for now. My piano's been collecting dust for months, just burnt out and don't know how to get back into it. Totally vibe with that. Things go in phases. The one thing I would say is if you find that that's important, I would just do something. Just do something and see where that fits in your life. Hey, Stars Live, how's it going? Between work, yep, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, Mark Salmons, how you doing? There's 32 people. Yep, drop a text. You're totally great. All right, we're getting the whole gang back together. Golden Brown, sure, Hein. How's it going? Hey, doll. Yes, I know it's been a while. Thanks for all of you guys returning. You guys are awesome. Oh, cool. Sweet. Hey, Carol. all the crazy edgelords wanting Dark as the Night, wanting all the crazy songs. No, that's fine. We probably can do a little bit of that. Hey Max, how's it going? Sorry, I'm getting distracted while I'm playing this. We are champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are champions. First time on? Oh, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Aaron? I'll see you, Zendoka. Thanks so much. All in the family. Yeah, we can do it. Got chops. Appreciate that. You got to be up in 3 hours for school. Oh, yeah. Get some sleep, Zendoka. You're doing good? Good to hear, Max. All right. All in family. Those were the days. Archie Bunker theme. Doubt it. Don't doubt anything. Evans. Really appreciate the super chat. Hey, Messi, how's it going? Very much appreciate the super chat. Eliata Haynes, Jeremiah Lakeshore Drive. Is that just a bunch of words or is that a song? Oh, apparently it's a song. All right, I'm pulling that up. Rush E3, the Impossible Piano Remix. I can do some Rush E. I'm not necessarily sure I want to read an Impossible Piano Remix, but we'll figure out. Oh, I remember this piece. Oh, I appreciate Messi. Yes, it's just different keys. Thanks for the gold coin, Aaron. All right. Secondary dominant stuff? Yeah. You had something in particular? Okay, how about Rushy? We'll do some Rushy with secondary dominance. How about that? So then, and then we're going back to A minor, right? So E7. Right? So we're adding in some secondary dominance anytime we want to move. So we're on A minor, right? So we're going to do actually to F sharp, to B7, to E7, back to A minor. So something like this. And then we want to go to A7, so then we go to D minor. What happens when you get into secondary dominance, you just get to the point where you can just play any chord and it works. Every secondary dominant that's ever existed. Every single one. What do the 26 people in here want to hear? I'm happy to do a little bit of everything. I'm drawing blanks when it comes to songs. It doesn't feel right? I can throw that up here. I don't know. I'm not seeing It Doesn't Feel Right as a song. I mean, there's Free. I think that has that line in there somewhere. Maybe that's why I pulled up. From K-Pop Demon Hunters. Hey, Joris. Not trolling? You're a troll overall? Oh, appreciate it, Mark. When It Doesn't Feel Right. Ah, I got it. Pink Up by Cat's Eye. The problem is, I'm just going to play songs. So when you're like, oh, I want to troll this guy, it's Pinky Up. You're going to be like, oh, actually this guy's kind of fun, and then you'll forget about it. All right, let's listen to Pinky Up. Yeah, I figured you meant Pinky Up. Softer, over, whatever that was. All right, let's pull that up. Pinky Up, Cat's Eye. Okay. It's always kind of fun to figure out the rap songs because like there's very little music in there, if you will. So it's a lot of trying to discover what it makes sense with. Song with Neapolitan chords. All right. I still can't find When It Doesn't Feel Right. Coffin Meme. Let's do Coffin Meme with Neapolitan chords. How about that? Here's Coffin Dance. So it's 4, 5, 6, right? But a Neapolitan is going to be typically a flat 2 put over the third. So in this case, we're in the key of A major. So the flat 2 would be B flat, but you would actually put it with the third in the bass, which is D. And then that would resolve up to the 5 chord, back to 1. So in this case, it would be something like this. Maybe you'd replace the D there, like as a weird alt. Maybe you do an alt harmony in like minor for a pass. So it'd be something like this. That's funny. For something that specific, Harmony-wise, it is hard to put that in there. Hey, Lotus Leaf. Yep, that's a goated scripture for sure. Rush Golden Hour. Let's do Rush Golden Hour. How about that? Exactly. Which of these booster bundles is AI? Oh, thank you. People really get butthurt about AI. I get it. It's a really kind of a different technological shift than we've ever had. So I do kind of get it, but I just kind of want everybody to lighten up a little bit. And get tricked into watching me play an instrument for 30 seconds. Why do sus chords have a distinctive quality? Why is a hard question, but I will do my best to try to answer some whys. Exactly. Use a random alphabet. We are on the same page. Sus chords though, and the why. So first of all, let's go back to, I won't make this too horribly complicated, but the why and everything. No problem, the Mashinator. Demon Hunter, I'll throw that up. So basically, here's the best way to think about how music works. Why, do you want golden? Is that what you want from K-pop Demon Hunters? What do you want, Max the Red Engine? Think about it this way. When you play a chord in music, the structure of the chord, the mathematical relationship between the notes makes us feel something. And the reason why is basically it's almost like pattern recognition, right? So we see stuff and it feels ordered or it feels disordered. And that is called consonance or dissonance, right? So when you have consonance like this, it's like, oh, that's so pleasant, that's so nice. When you have dissonance, it's like, ooh, what's going on there? When we do a sus chord, it's basically, we call it a suspension because we're taking the third and we're moving it to the fourth. And it's doing two things. It's widening that distance. It's making a more open feel because we're actually expanding the distance. And we're actually kind of taking away the color drive of the chord. That third is this note that gives the chord a certain flair, if you will. And so we're removing that, but at the same time, do we feel it in our hippocampus? That goes to a brain expert, a brain biologist. I don't know the specifics. It might be. But basically, when we go from this third to this fourth, we open it up, but we also create an expectation. And here's the expectation. It's a suspension. It feels like it needs to go somewhere. When I play this, we want it to resolve. Oh, one piece? Ah, thank you. Yeah, we can do one piece. Oh, that's that one, yeah. What was it? What was it? That's such a weird theme. I probably should pull up the music of it. Here's Overtaken though. One of the reasons I do this live and enjoy this is because I want people to know, even if you really know music, what's actually realistic in terms of learning stuff by ear and just thinking through things and all that stuff. But here's some more Overtaken. Alright, I'm gonna do Free from Demon Hunter, and then I'm gonna pick out some things that I want to play, and you guys will just be drug along for the ride. Oh, you want this one? Am a Strawberry Funk? I don't know that song at all, but we'll just make it up. Here's Harry Potter. Avid Ham. One Piece, yo ho ho ho. Why not? I just literally just played this. It's Bing Saki. Play a little bit of jazz for a minute. Wow, I got some random thing in my eye. All right, here we go. Consider liking, subscribing. Oh, I had a random thing in my eye. That's why I looked crazy for a second. Yes, do not forget to hit the like button. Do not forget to hit the subscribe button. Do not forget to hit the super chat button. I'm just kidding. Well, I mean, I'm not kidding, but do you. Vegeta entering theme? Sure, we can do that. Yeah, let's do some more video game music. I'm good with that. I guess that's more. Let's see. There's a lot of Vegeta. Vegeta Super Saiyan theme piano extended. Mario song. We can do Mario song. Interesting. Mario song. Let's do it. Ba-da-ba-boo-zip-beep-boo. Yes, long time no see. Hey Bronco Scyther, how's it going? The first song you played on a piano. I have absolutely no idea. I was 7. I've got no idea. Here's some underwater music. I've just got this whole Super Mario Bros. So if I'm just gonna keep on playing Super Mario Bros. right there. Bowser's Peach. Oh. I gotta look up lyrics for that because it's more about the lyrics than it is about the song. The song is not that amazing. But Peach, you're so cool. And with my style, I got a rule. Peach, understand. I'm gonna love you till the very end. Peaches, 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 peaches. I love you. Man, Jack Black, what a dude. Merry-go-round? Sure, of course. Is the new Mario movie any good? There's a new Mario movie. Have I played this before? A few times, because people have asked for it. I've never practiced it. Don't really know about the Mario movie. That's totally fine. Bronco Scyther, thank you for the super chat. In my life or here, there, everywhere. Let's start with in my life. But of the boo boo doozy boo. Ba da na na na. You must sight read pretty well. I do. That's one of my superpowers. I will totally claim that as one of my superpowers. Hey, again, how's it going? I love the chords in this. They're so simple, but they're so effective. That dominant seventh is so good. you got the drop down. Yeah, so this is something I try to do a lot with my music too. You can whack out the chords if the melody is simple. But if the melody, like if you have to whack out the melody because the chords are weird, then it doesn't work. So like the melody has to still be simple. You're totally right, Bronco Scyther. You're like 100% correct on that. Even the change there is driven by the blues, right? It's but then they intensify it at the end by just doing the blues. Hey, user Steam engines. Yes, long time no see. And then, of course, the most famous part. Come and get your love. Oh, this one? Other stuff, but now I'm just getting distracted, which is totally fine. Oh, we got Cheers TV theme. We got some Stop in the Name of Love. We can grab that. Some jazz. We can do some jazz. Why not? We're always doing some jazz. Turkish March, this one. Here's a good question. Why do us as musicians do that head nod when reaching a certain note or chord that shows how much we are into it or making it right? I think it's, I think a lot of it is cultural, as well as instinctual. So what do I mean by that? I think music is effectively kind of like tickling our brain in the same way that like certain other sensory inputs are going to tickle our brain, if that makes sense. Some Rasputin, sure, we can throw that in. So let me explain what I'm saying. So like if you eat something that's really tasty, right? Your brain goes, oh, that was amazing, and you do all these things, right? You go, oh, and all that, and it's like signifying relaxing, right? Get your mind out of the gutter. We're just talking about eating food. Then when you play music, you're having those type of hormonal dopamine chemical responses, right, to the music. The same way you would to food or other physical stimuli, right? So that's what's going on the, I feel like, on the chemical, physical level. But then when you see someone else doing similar things, it kind of trains you culturally to do that more, right? So I think it's a mixture. Because there are certain things, like something that's really common in music and like musicians is like making the like like the in pain face. And so that, I think, in some ways is both, right? It's culturally defined, meaning I see someone do that and I go, wow, they're really into it. I should do the same thing because they're really into it. But also, having taught a lot of kids, they do that naturally. And a lot of it also as well is like, this feels a certain way, so I want to tense my body up the way I think it feels. You know, imagine like someone is throwing a punch at you and you flinch like that. It's kind of like your body is doing that to the sound, if that makes sense. Okay. And then we got to do all the crazy harmonies here. Yeah, when people don't do it, it just feels weird. Yeah. I mean, you have to be careful because some of the behaviors actually add tension in, which you don't want. Cool, Avicii. I love to hear it. We want to go where everybody knows your name. Exactly. That was a little bit of Stop in the Name of Love. Here's some Rasputin. My question is it important to make each one of the pieces perfect, like with metronome? Can we not play it slow and move to the next piece? Is that good? It depends on your goals. Which you didn't say to play Charlie Brown, which everyone wants. Fly Me to the Moon and smooth jazz, yeah. Here, there, everywhere, melody is something else too. I agree. That was some Rasputin. We did Stop in the Name of Love. If the goal is to become better, then what, Robert? Better how? I know I'm probably driving you crazy, Stars Live, but the honest truth is these things are complicated. So I would say if you're trying to be universally better, you want to do a mixture. Some pieces you want to spend the extra time to make them as good as humanly possible at a performance tempo. Make sure all the notes are right. Make sure you can do it without stopping at the performance tempo. Other times, it's okay to be a little sloppy. Get it up to performance tempo, have a couple mistakes here or there, it's okay, move on. Other times, learn the notes by reading, even if it's under performance tempo, maybe you learned what you wanted to learn and then you move on. If you do everything to perfection, you're going to move so slow, you're going to get discouraged and you may give up before you get to where you want to be. If you constantly are skipping though, and you never do things to musical perfection, then you're just going to shortchange yourself in the long term. So for classical piano, what I would say is you tend to always have pieces that you're working to get performance ready, okay? And what I mean by performance ready is at the tempo you want, with almost zero mistakes, without playing it without having to stop, and having enough mental bandwidth, you're not consumed with, oh, what notes here, what notes there, so that you can actually focus on the performance, right? The dynamics, connecting with your audience, etc. So that's really what it would be. Am I a musical genius or just very practiced? Why do you got to choose? Although if I had to pick between those two options, it's just very practiced for sure. What, La Campanelle? Smooth jazz, Fly Me to the Moon. I probably would turn it into bossa nova. Still Dre is not actually, not, people don't really ask for Still Dre that much. How to know when to take it seriously and what to take seriously. You're doing grade 2. It's pretty straightforward, Stars Live. Typically, people have a bandwidth max of 2 pieces to take seriously at once. And then everything else should just be for fun, okay? Like, and by for fun, I don't mean you can't take it seriously, but like, you don't need to burn yourself out trying to get every piece of performance ready. Just focus on 2 pieces and then go from there. What, this? Yeah. Oh, I remember you, Avicii. Yeah, and you were talking about Idea 10. Here's Fly Me to the Moon as bossa, as smooth jazz. In terms of probably clout, I'd say probably what is it called? It's Les Paul's joint in New York City, right off of Times Square. The Iridium. That's probably in terms of vibes, but I played a lot of different places. That's a great idea. Nazand, my love. All right. Let's do a little bit of Nazand, my love, and then I might do some other things. Here's Nazende Sevgilim. I wonder if that's what you were asking for. What, Don't Stop Believing? You want to play at my wedding? I don't do that anymore, sorry. Sam Murphy, throw it my way. I don't know what Too Hard is. Never heard of this piece before in my life. All right. Oh. A little bit of Steve Vai, sure. This isn't that hard. It's just exercises. Uh, what was it? All right. What about Fly of the Bumblebees? That's a bit fast. It's true, it's a bit fast. It's also just kind of a lame piece. I'm not gonna lie. But for now, I'm gonna play a original, and then I'm gonna call it quits for now. But thank you so much for everything today. Thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. So, all right, don't go. Well, it's okay. Tons of content coming your guys' way. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. I'm gonna probably try to live stream regularly again. So, take it easy. Here is an original of mine. It's not out yet, but you can go on Spotify and Apple Music and follow me there for my original music. All right, here we go. I'm hoping tomorrow, but tomorrow I'll find a time period tomorrow to do something. Held by the best of us, danger is to question, favored by the queen and stuff. I know I would like to try again, my friend, again. Descent, and spend the last of good I have left. Anger doesn't mean that much, like it did when I was young. Thinking might hurt enough. I know I would like to try again, my friend, again. Descend, and spend the last of good I have left. Was it the weight of that gold crown, or just a word you didn't say that sent these castle walls all down, washed the brighter blues to gray? We chased a dream that wasn't ours, a story written, bought, and sold beneath the gaze of watchful towers. Our own grew weary, weak, and old. So let me try again, my friend, before the final bitter end, before I break, before I bend and spend the last of good I have left. on the ending a little bit more, but happy with it. Anyway, thanks so much. Peace out, everybody. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Thanks again. Thanks, everyone.